Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to say I'm amazed at the turnout, considering the subject. Witchcraft and even Wicca does not have the best of reputations because of ancient history, things like that. First of all, again, as he said, I'm J. Porterfield. I am that I am. I practice witchcraft, and I am a Gnostic. So today's subject is witchcraft and Wicca. Witchcraft is a practice. It is not a religion in itself. It can be practiced along with any religion out there. The focus of witchcraft is magical techniques, spell works, herbalism, divination, energy manipulation, and spirit work. There are several different kinds of witchcraft that you people are familiar with. One is folk magic or mountain magic. Some of you know folks you call cunning folks. Those are the wise ones. Hoodoo is practiced here in the Appalachians. It's a form of voodoo. And what we call the kitchen witch or the herbal healer. Witchcraft can be solitary or it can be practiced in a coven. Now, when witchcraft alone is practiced in a coven, our next focus is Wicca itself. Wiccan is a modern neo-pagan religion. It was started by Aleister Crowley and Gerald Gardner with very much help from a woman named Doreen Valiente. If you get a chance, I don't want to pull you into witchcraft that much, but I ask that you all look up The Charge of the Goddess by Doreen Valiente. Your introduction to the goddess will be overwhelming. Wicca is more of a structured rituals. They have ethics and belief. Both have a reverence for nature, but Wicca is supposed to focus on duality, God and goddess. Regretfully, Wicca today is mainly practiced by females, only recognizing the goddess, which again throws us out of balance. Christianity only recognized the God, so you only had one side of the story. Again, in Wicca, you're only getting one side of the story again. Wicca's key beliefs are, and it harm none, do what you will. That says a lot. That means when we practice our magic, if we're looking for money, we have to be sure of how we're asking for that. It's kind of like you all praying for money. But you don't think when you pray that I need money, well, you don't want harm to come to somebody else in order for you to get that. So you have to think things out before we go into any spell work or magic to that effect. The second thing, Wicca believes in what's called the threefold law. What goes out comes back to you 3 times. So 3 times bad, 3 times good. Wicca, again, is very ceremonial. You call quarters and you invoke, meaning draw into you the god or the goddess. Usually the male would draw in the goddess and the female. But later on you learn that the aspects of male and female are all within each one of us. So every male has a female aspect and every female has a male aspect. Wicca is usually an initiatory, meaning that you're brought into a group, but it is not necessarily so, as you can self-initiate. The 3 most popular forms of Wicca are Gardnerian, which is what I started out as, and people think that Gardnerian is Wicca. Wicca is everything that came past Gerald Gardner. Gerald Gardner worked also with Aleister Crowley, and Aleister Crowley has a bad reputation, but in his defense, instead of harm none, do what you will was the whole of the law to him. Crowley believed that the good or bad came from the person performing the magic. So Gardnerian would be sort of the Catholic Church of Wicca, where most people would probably start getting into witchcraft, the best path that I see. The second is called SEAC Wicca, and that's Buckland, which is one of his students, and another one would be what's called Alexandrian witchcraft. Now, as I said, witchcraft itself would be what we consider the Catholic Church of even Wicca. As you know, the Catholic Church goes way further into Christianity and, believe it or not, some non-Christian ideas, but we'll go along with that. First of all, there's a misconception of what magic is. Magic is neither good nor bad. It's according to the intentions of the person performing it. And when we say magic, we're not talking about magic. That is your stage magic, your card tricks, your illusions. When a Wiccan or a witch performs magic, they're causing change to occur in conformity with will. And as most of you all have a Christian background, and I don't mean to offend anyone, excuse me, I got lost there. You know that prayer in itself is a form of magic. One person puts out a prayer, but the more people that are praying for that, let's say someone to heal, the more people praying for it is putting more magic toward the goal that you're trying to reach. So again, it's not the stage magic. I'm not going to tell you I can stand here and produce a fireball in my hand. If I could, then I wouldn't be standing here to begin with. But now I can tell you from personal experience that if you believe that something can happen and you believe it's strong enough, you can cause that to happen. We've had a few people in here that come dressed up. And I've come here, I've been in robes, hoods, crowns, different things like that. I do have a theatrical background, so you people have your own opinion about that. But look past me. The next person that comes in, please do not refer to what they're wearing as a costume. A costume is meant to hide who a person is. When I wear a hat, I wear my robe, things like that, they're called regalia. Indians are the most picky about that than anyone I know. The last thing is we think of pentacles and pentagrams. The pentacle, let's start with the pentagram. The pentagram is a 5-pointed star. It's pointed with the one peak pointing straight up. This is a symbol of man. Some believe it to be cross. In medicine, Da Vinci drew a circle with man in it, which represented the pentagram, the body parts, and such. The 5 points on a pentagram represent earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. A pentagram is the same thing, is your 5-pointed star with the circle around it. The circle signifies man being complete, that he has reached his goal, that he is either perfected or trying to perfect himself. When we all basically start out with a circle and a pentagram on the ground. This is called our safe space. Just like we walk through that door, this room is a safe space for all religions. Most of our rituals are practicing that, at least starting out. I'm to a point that way beyond that, I can visualize and do these things on my own. Basically, that's the points that I wanted to bring up this morning. I know that people have a lot of questions and things that I did not cover, so I'm going to go ahead and open it to question and answer time. Even if I didn't cover it and you have a question, I will do my best to answer it. Now, I will tell you I do not know everything. So